to give the people what they want. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition, Power to the People show. Welcome to Buffalo audience. Welcome to the Atlanta audience. And everybody in between who is joining us on our social media feeds all over the land. Welcome to another edition. It's a lot going on. There's a lot going on in Buffalo, a lot going on in Atlanta. We're going to be talking about a few things today. We'll be talking about Deion Sanders and health, about our silence, not just about our health, but about our silence and why some things are so secret and how it affects families. We're going to be talking about ICE because, we talking about ICE not only now, when we saw it down in Texas, all that, you expect that because you just expect that. But now you're seeing it in Western New York. And then there's big controversy right now in Atlanta with the sheriff talking about ICE. And, of course, we can't get through a news day without talking about the White House. The tariffs just hit. And Canada ain't having it. Mark Carney over in Canada, our neighbors to the north, our friends to the north.
I'm
going to tell you what the Canadian Prime Minister said earlier today, he has something to say, and we're going to talk a little bit about we've talked about how it's going to affect prices, but I just want to show you we can't stop talking about this, because if we stop talking about it, our representatives will think we're asleep and we're okay.
Right.
But I want to talk a little bit about the health, the president's new initiatives. He is making a banquet hall in the White House.
Taking over the whole East Wing.
500-seat banquet hall. That's all it is. A 500-seat banquet hall. Just received, I think that plane was $1 billion, over $1 billion plane.
Sure did.
That we have to foot. And making a 500-seat banquet hall in the White House, because the 200-seat one is not big enough. It's just not big enough. So we got to talk about that, because we in the world right now with some, when I say the leaders, the top, when I come back, I'm going right to the lead. The leaders of this world are going crazy. We got one who just got knocked out of presidency, and he won't answer any questions. He took off all his clothes and laid on the floor when they came to question him.
Oh, jeez.
I'm going to talk about it when we come back. Hops is a Dr. Dry Cleaner. We got a lot to talk about. We'll be right back.
When it comes to something as personal as your clothes, you need to deal with somebody you can trust. That's why so many people turn to Hobson's Dry Cleaning, conveniently located in the heart of the community at 874 East Delavan at the corner of Wyoming.
When you take your clothes to Hobson's, you can trust that they'll be ready on time.
You can trust that your whites will be white.
You can trust that you'll always get a fair price and service with a smile.
You can even trust that you won't have to get out of your car if you don't want to. Hobson's has a drive-through window for your convenience.
Trust is what it's all about at Hobson's Dry Cleaning.
Hobson's Dry Cleaning, your one-stop dry cleaners serving the community for over 30 years at 874 East Delavan at the corner of Wyoming. Call 891-8298. That's 891-8298.
If you look at the what's going on in our land, we already know how bad we have it. We already know. But across this world, I want you all to think about this. The leaders of the world, the leaders, are losing their cotton picking minds. One of the biggest countries, Russia, will not stop bombing these folks in Ukraine.
Mm-hmm.
Just keeps on doing it. And then the leader of the alleged or supposed to be free world gives them like this unlimited amount of time. And this is what is just melting my butter. Before he puts any tariffs on them, before he makes it tough for them. But he going to make it tough for us right now.
Yep.
When it comes to Medicaid, Medicare, food stamps, school. But by the way, he is reinstituting the president's fitness program for schools. Well, all of the kids going to be fit because they're going to be hungry.
Yeah.
They're all going to be fit. They're going to be fit. You're supposed to be able to run a mile. And now, President Obama backed off of this when he was in office. But his big initiative for education, you cannot make this stuff up. Trump is reviving, this from the Washington Post, the presidential fitness test. Did it work before? Listen, folks. Listen. I'm all for health.
Yeah.
I'm all with it. But at the end of the day, I'd rather have a little overweight kid with an education.
Yeah.
Because if that's your great education initiative,
That's sad.
We are in trouble.
And like you said, I remember doing those tests in school. I remember you had to run the mile, you had to do a certain amount of pull-ups, push-ups. I remember all of that. But I think the bigger situation to the matter is when, and normally the first ladies of the country who do it, the free school lunch program. Let's make sure the kids are actually eating. We want to be fit, then okay, let's work on what they're actually eating in school lunch instead of making sure if they can run a mile, because they should be, if they have gym class, they should be doing that anyway. So
Absolutely. But this is his big initiative for our people, for our children, is we want to make sure you're fit, but forget about the rest of it.
yeah.
And making sure that, Coca-Cola uses cane sugar or uses pure cane, because he drinks a lot of it, and he drinks.
We do know he loves McDonald's. His first time in office, he catered a whole White House dinner with McDonald's.
And they voted him back in again.
Yes, they did.
And he has he just raised like $200 million for the midterms, and that he could throw around.
Yep, sounds about right.
Donald Trump reestablished the presidential fitness test for American children, a fixture of public schools for decades that gauged young people's health and athleticism with 1 mile run, sit-ups, and stretching exercises. Quote, "This is a wonderful tradition, and we're bringing it back," Trump said of the fitness test that began in 1966 but was phased out during the Obama administration. An executive order. I'm so sick. Finally, somebody's taking him to court over these executive orders.
Right.
And hopefully a level-headed court will say the only reason he can get away with the tariffs and the executive orders is because he makes it seem like it is an emergency situation.
Yes.
And that way he's able to go around the elected officials.
Right.
Because it seems like, everything is an emergency, and the president has to step in and step over the elected officials to put the tariffs in. So I know I'm all over the place, but I'm still talking about the same person. But with Canada, he says, because you all are allowing too much fentanyl to come in. That's what he said. So he's justifying raising the prices on our friends. This is the worst friend in the world.
Mm-hmm.
This is like having a friend who every time you turn your back just slaps you.
Yeah.
And then want to slap you up when he's facing you.
Right.
Oh, he's a good guy. Oh, he's a good guy. And then at the end of the day, what do? You raise tariffs on Canada. So those who need steel and those who need other things that we get from Canada is going up.
Yeah.
And you say because of fentanyl, when the facts that present themselves say that Canada, 1% of fentanyl that comes into America is from Canada. 1%. 1% does not seem like an emergency to me, sir.
No.
That you get to raise the tariffs, not go through our elected representative. We are in an authoritarian time.
Yes.
That's his big initiative, to make sure the children that you don't want to feed, the children that you don't care about their education because you cut the education department, the children who have special needs that the Department of Education would normally be a part of, the children, you want to make sure they can run a mile. And I'm not, let me tell you this, I'm not against that. What I'm against is your focus.
Right.
Your focus is not on our children's education. Your focus is on you, sir. Now, so you got Canada. Let me tell you. Let me go to the Prime Minister. Let me see if I can find. I switched over. Wait a minute. I switched over. So the Prime Minister of Canada basically says, here we go. His name is Carney.
Mm-hmm.
Prime Minister Carney responded Friday, today, and he says, quote, one word, disappointed by President Trump's decision to increase tariffs on his country to 35%, but left open the door for a potential trade deal. After weeks of negotiation with America's northern neighbors, Trump decided to ratchet up levies on the country alongside sweeping new tariffs announced Thursday. The president again cited what he called was a flood. Listen to this, show. I need, you cannot make this up. Was a, quote, flood of fentanyl from the northern border, a statement not supported by data. Where are our federal representatives? Where is the Democratic Party? I'm not talking about local. I'm talking about the Democratic Party. Where are you? Now I'm an unashamed Democrat, but right now I'm just going to be honest. I'm getting disappointed.
Absolutely.
I'm getting disappointed that one man is able to do all this, and I got it. We don't have the votes, but we have the voice.
You got to say something. Got to say something, and you can't wait till next year. You can't be trying to hold it for midterm elections. You can't be, we're going to get them next year. We're going to, well, no, because you got people reeling now, and people want to know now, what are you doing? What are you saying? And like you said, even if you don't have the votes, are you at least in the fight? Are you swinging? Are you like, I don't want, it's just something.
I'm so lost at where our Democratic Party is. And right now, there are people who are looking for an alternative.
Yes.
There are people who are saying right now, I don't want to be a Republican. I don't want to be a Democrat. I don't know where I fall.
Right.
So you know what a lot of people are going to do? Fall out.
Fall all the way out.
And they're not going to vote for anything.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, they're going to go like, nobody's representing. Who's representing the poor, the needy, the struggling? I'm just wondering. I'm just asking for a friend. Because we're watching in Buffalo and Atlanta, you know, people that we tied to these local politics, and that's good. But the thing that's affecting our life most is in Washington, D.C. I want to know where all of the Facebookers, the Facebook thugs and all that, where they at? Where they at? Where you at? Why is it? If this had been about potholes, oh, my God. It would be memes up. It would be all kinds of stuff. Ooh, what? This is the real deal, folks. This is the stuff that's going to affect us all. So, Pridgen, what should I do? Well, number one, you got to vote. But number two, you got to use whatever platform you have, and you got to hold the elected officials in D.C. accountable. Yo, listen to this. When I was a council member, you couldn't take a gift, I think, over $50.
$50.
If somebody gave me a gift as an elected official, I ain't talking about my family, I'm not talking about any of that, I had to report it.
Yep.
And they have to report it now. You can't utilize your office for any political thing in Buffalo and in Atlanta. You can't use your office and endorse people.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't bring cameras into your office and endorse people.
Right.
You can't utilize a government car and go grocery shopping. Right? But this joker uses Air Force One
to go golfing,
to go to Scotland to open up his golf course.
Yep.
And we paid for it millions of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
This is what's blowing my mind. We pay millions of dollars for him to go. He goes golfing every weekend, but he dogged Obama for the few times that Obama went golfing.
Yep.
I'm sick of they can do it, but if we do it, it's a problem. I'm up to here with the fact that their children can do certain things and it's considered cute.
Yeah.
I was on a plane the other day, and I was up in the front of the plane. You pay a lot of money for the front of the plane.
Mm-hmm. Good leg room there.
Good leg room. You're only sitting next to one other person.
Mm-hmm.
This little kid behind me was kicking the chair. He in the front too. His daddy across from him. I done gave him the mean eye 3 times.
Mm.
They slamming stuff around. No, nobody say nothing.
Jeez.
Even some of these flight attendants, they come around. Oh, that's cute. Oh, you guys want some wings?
Mm-mm.
I'm telling the truth on this. I'm telling the truth on this here radio. Our children do certain things. Oh my gosh!
Ready to kick them off the plane.
In some of these schools, that's why you need black educators and educators who are sensitive and understand black issues, just human issues.
Right.
Because you can't tell me, and I know somebody gonna swear I'm being racist, all that kind of. I ain't being racist. I'm telling the truth. This man can do it, and it's fine. When Obama did it, Obama ain't even golf like that.
Mm-mm.
Or play basketball like that.
Well, yeah, he built his own basketball court at the White House. He said, y'all don't want me to go anywhere? Now, then I'm going to build it out.
But remember how controversial that was?
It sure was. And you know, there's a I looked over at Ray Sean because you said the words from a social prophet that said it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it, and I can't say the rest. But
right, come over here and see if you can get me live on my new YouTube channel. Go ahead.
But yeah, and you know, it's not even just the trip to Scotland. You know, people sometimes forget every time he goes to Mar-a-Lago to golf. That's government resources. That's millions of dollars, because it's not that, you know, it's not just about the travel back home, because no one has ever had an issue with the president traveling back to his home residence. Where it becomes a problem is you got to remember that every time he does, it takes local police, state police, Secret Service to shut down roads, shut down highways, shut down the neighborhood the whole time he's there. So yeah, and so these costs go up every time he goes back just to play golf.
Exactly. Just to play. What foreign I gotta put president, I can't find the article, just laid on the floor. I want y'all to see what this world this just came out today, so it might not be in my searches to avoid being interviewed. So I think that when we look at, like, we're in trouble, and no disrespect to, but just here it is. Y'all ready for the naked president?
Oh boy.
The former foreign president who recently lay on the floor naked or nearly naked to avoid being interviewed as South Korea's former president Yoon Suk Yeol. Something. Multiple major news outlets report that on August 1st, today, Yoon Suk recently impeached and imprisoned, and he was in prison because he tried to declare martial law. And, like, basically against his enemies. I want y'all to hear this.
Wow.
Against his enemies so that they could not take over the country. He declares martial law and basically says everybody has to go in the house. And they revolted against him. Am I preaching? Mm-hmm. They revolted against him for trying to declare martial law, for trying to go around all of the rules in place. Couldn't find it. Huh?
So you got to have 50 subscribers to stream live.
Oh, okay. All right. I just learned. So here we go. Pause. I need you to go to Pastor D at DGP716, Pastor D, on my new YouTube channel, because I can't go live until I got 60 subscribers. It
50.
just went up yesterday. How many? 50?
50.
So by the end of this, I need 50 subscribers. If you can't find it, go to my Facebook page, Darius G. Pridgen. Go to my Facebook page. There is a video there. You can link to that video, or you can click that video and then become a subscriber. I need 50 of you. And then next week I can go live on YouTube.
We gotta change all of your handles to the same thing, so everyone can find you at.
Well,
yeah, we gotta find one handle.
Well, we're gonna stick with this one right now.
Okay,
then we'll rearrange.
No, I'm not saying change the new YouTube channel. I said we got to change everything to match that. Then.
Oh yeah. Because this is Living Life with D, with Pastor D.
Yeah, we gotta figure it out.
My new YouTube channel, Pastor D. The handle's at DGP716, the big 716. Go over there and be a friend. Or you don't have to be a friend. That's what I like about YouTube. It ain't no friends. Mm-mm. You subscribe. And if you like, it puts me in the algorithms. I got a video up of a place called, I ain't going to say it. Go over to see it. A fish place. And last night I did a video. I didn't post it yet. We're living through it cool, says Kamal on Facebook. By the way, if you're listening in Atlanta, you want to see the show live, go to Facebook and go to Power to the People Show, Power to the People Show. And you can watch us right here in the office. So this man took off his recently impeached, resisted a prosecutor interview by laying on the floor of his prison cell in his underwear and refusing to cooperate with investigators. Some sources specifically mentioned he was not wearing his prison uniform.
Oh, boy.
With some characterizations describing him as, quote, lying without clothes on the floor. This in protest was intended to delay or avoid interrogation related to new criminal charges following his impeachment and arrest. There are no reputable reports of a similar. Okay, so that's who it was. At least we talking about South Korea.
Mm-hmm.
South Korea said you the ex-president now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You don't get no protection.
You don't get no protection. This man, in order to avoid being interviewed, said, "Y'all can take this uniform. Take me in my birthday suit."
Yep. Yeah.
So Marie Collins says, not living life with D. Yeah, I was doing life with D, and it was like that doesn't. You start some things, then you go back and you just go pause.
Yeah, hard pause on that.
Just pause. What I mean, why the boy got to throw garbage right outside? Just walking down the street. What do you? What? I got a question. I'm going to just pause from.
Yeah.
What makes people just decide? This is garbage, and I'm just going to throw it on the ground and keep walking.
I don't know, but I do have to commend you. I was out the other day, and I was throwing something away, and I saw a bottle next to the trash can, and I was like, I'm gonna pick it up, and I used my cup, pick up the bottle, and threw it in the trash can, and I was just like, probably 10 years ago, I don't think I would have ever done that. And it was really just because of what you say and how often you said it, like just like that moment. And I'd be like, yeah, why not just make the earth a better place? It takes 2 seconds to make the earth a better place. 2 seconds. So.
I woke my son up this morning. It was a nap. Now we had a house full, and my grandson was there. So it's a napkin outside of his door, right next door to his door. Mm. And so when he got up, he walking out. I said, whose napkin is that? He said, I don't know. He got ready to walk away from it. I said, it's outside your door, so it's yours. Mm-hmm. Because I teach them that whether it's in the house, I know I'm off topic. People litter for several psychological reasons.
Oh, boy.
Often rooted in a combination of individual attitudes, social influences, and environmental cues. Littering is generally not psychiatric disorder or compulsion, but psychological factors and social norms strongly influence this behavior. Because if you go to certain parts of Atlanta, you're not throwing stuff on the ground.
Mm-mm.
You go to certain parts of Buffalo, you're not throwing stuff on the ground. You go to certain parts of Atlanta, and you are.
Yeah.
Key psychological and social reasons behind littering include social environmental causes. If people see litter present in an environment, they are far more likely to add to it.
So more like they don't care, so I don't care.
It says it is socially acceptable or that, quote, one more piece won't matter. Conversely, people are much less likely to litter in a clean, well-maintained, perhaps spaces. Attitudes and values. Some people litter due to poor impulse control, low regard for community spaces.
Wow.
Perceived behavior and control. If littering appears easy or if there are few trash bins available, people may decide to litter simply out of convenience.
So it's convenient. Just drop it on the street and just because I don't see a trash can.
Here's the big one for me. Lack of consequences or accountability. Some litterers may not consider the environmental impact or consequence, especially in the chance of being confronted or penalized, as low. If environments are heavily trashed already, individuals may feel their own actions will not make a difference. And I think that's part of it.
I think that's the big reason.
But then people want to blame everything on the government.
Yep.
Why the city ain't – now, I get it on city-owned piece of property, but I'm looking right across the street out of the studio in property that just got cut, just got cleaned, and just watched a young man, not no little kid, just have something in his hand and just, threw it down hard, like he wanted to break the sidewalk. Now somebody can say, well, why don't y'all have garbage cans outside? You can't have garbage cans in the middle of the block.
No.
Hold your garbage in your hand. Keep it in your car. I have seen grown people. I know I'm off on a rant. I gotta go too.
Right out the window.
Finish your Mickey D's. Roll down your window in our community, but won't roll down. I bet you won't do that.
No,
you won't do that up in Stone Mountain. You won't do that over in. You definitely ain't doing it in Amherst and Williamsville.
And Cheektowaga, no, Tonawanda, none of them.
Cheektowaga, they pulling you up. They ready to pull you over anyway. Allegedly,
Absolutely.
they want to get you.
Oh.
Okay, I know I'm all over the place. Sorry. I just don't understand. Yvonne Bailey says, and that's because people are a product of their environment. I'm sorry to go off on that tangent, but we got to do better.
Have to.
Because you go out to the other place, the reason people don't is because of the consequences.
Oh, absolutely.
Because Karen.
She calling.
Going to have you on that ring.
She calling. She got license plates. She got full descriptions. She
got it all. Karen is calling.
Whether it's right or wrong, she get ready to say.
Here, you know what we say? Oh, you snitching.
Yep.
Oh, you better not snitch. Okay, if y'all want to live in an environment, I told y'all one of the jobs I want. I wish they had a job of litter police.
Oh shoot.
Oh, I'm signing up. I'm signing here.
Boy.
Pick me.
No, not the litter police.
Litter police, because it makes no sense that the same people who will trash our neighborhoods will go to another neighborhood and keep your fast food in your car. That don't make sense. Ani the Pen said, nice shirt. I tried to buy your son one like this. Let me tell you this.
Here we go.
I took
Here we go.
I took my son not in Swanee. I know, Ani. I finally say it right. I was saying Oni.
Oh, God.
Oh,
I thought it was Oni the Pen. It's O-N-I. I get it's Ani. I took our son to
bless the children.
To the Adidas place, because this is where I got this from.
Okay.
So I go up, he's 16, getting ready to go back to school. Mm-hmm. I said, I'm going to show some new stuff. I take him in. I take him over to a shirt like this, and both of them just busted out laughing. I said, what's funny? Oh, I don't like that material. I don't. What does he want in the middle of summer? A hoodie. The boy been walking around with a hoodie.
He sure has.
It's a new age drip.
Oh, you got on one too. My God.
It's crazy. I really feel cooler wearing, not like cool, like I'm a cool
Right,
guy,
right.
but like cooler wearing long sleeve shirts. Like long sleeves in the summertime, I'm cooler wearing long sleeve and dry fit shirts.
I got so much I want to say.
Come on.
I just don't understand. So his mother is online saying nice shirt. I tried to get him one, and he laughs. You should see the clothes he bought. he looking at little stuff with a cartoon up in the patch. What?
A little graphic too. Yeah. A little
That's why
graphic
you
too.
Papa.
That's why I'm Papa. That's why I'm Papa. But he did good. He got his little drip, and it's called drip, right?
Yeah,
Got his little drip. Woke up the next morning like 5, trying it on. Yesterday, this dude had on 4 different outfits.
Oh,
I said, what are you doing? I got to make sure this fit with this, because he the bling bling king.
my guy. You know that. We know that's my guy.
So, okay, so Ani then got me on the shirt. Nice shirt. Would you wear the shirt? Yeah.
Some nice sweats.
Okay. ICE is out here, y'all. Now, here's the sheriff in the Atlanta area is now being drugged through the coals because of what some people are saying, his participation in the ICE raids. Now, the sheriff in the Atlanta area is a brother who ran on the platform. One of what he ran on was, this whole anti-ICE type of thing.
Right.
Now he's saying that people are misrepresenting him, that he is participating with ICE, basically, on criminal matters, but he's not going out with ICE on raids. He's not going out with ICE on raids.
I got a question.
You got a question? Pick you. Pick me. All right, go ahead.
So, on criminal matters, but the whole premise of ICE is that they're going after criminals. So, just the very sentencing says, whenever ICE goes out, I'm with them. Like the very premise of what he's saying.
Exactly. Well, he's saying that it's for other criminal matters. He will participate with ICE.
Boy.
Now, ICE was in Buffalo the other day.
Sure was.
ICE went up into the Asian market.
Sure did. And when I say it was, I feel like it was all over social media in about 5 seconds. Like, check on your people quickly. Check
on your people. Because ICE shut the place down. Kebo Taylor, the sheriff in Gwinnett County, a metro Atlanta jurisdiction. Sheriff Taylor and his office have faced significant scrutiny and public concern from community organizations, local lawmakers, and immigrant advocates regarding the Gwinnett County Sheriff's cooperation with U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement under Georgia's new state law, HB 1105, which requires sheriffs to comply with ICE detainers. Critics argue that Taylor has not provided enough transparency about how the sheriff's office is implementing these policies, and that recent incidents such as the detention of journalists, they threw a journalist in the ICE bucket. They threw Mario Guayavera underscored concerns about trust with the immigrant community. Taylor asserts that while he personally opposes the law and ended Gwinnett's now I'm reading your stuff. Ended Gwinnett's obligation. He personally opposes. He personally opposes it. So, okay, I got lost. But advocates continue to express worry about the impact on community and trust. So he's saying, why did defenders' office participation with ICE? So, yeah, what caused the public criticism? I'm going to tell you right now. Thanks for asking the question. What caused it? I'm going to answer. So let me go to Facebook real quick. Tashelle says, I don't understand the whole hoodie fad. I'm about to pass out looking at him. Tashelle, I took the oldest one to Canal Fest, and and he had on shorts and a hoodie. And this man said, I ain't seen a hoodie out. Now, he was nice, though, little parking lot attendant. He was like, I ain't seen a hoodie out here all day.
We all know what that meant.
So, yeah, we laughed it off with him. But then the man said,
we all know what that
the
meant.
man said, I was about to faint just looking at you.
So preferably, I do like short sleeve hoodies. So I own
Oh my gosh.
I think I own about 5 short sleeve hoodies. But so that's my preference. It's my preference.
Yvonne Bailey says, yes, they were one of my, she loves that market. So the sheriff, now to see ICE around Buffalo is wild. Because first of all, we do have a growing new, some of these ain't new Americans.
And we close to the border, so it's not, ICE being here ain't that far off.
Yeah, but who coming over? You talking about being close to the Canadian border?
Yeah.
Who coming over the Canadian border?
No, not that they.
What they doing, swimming across that water?
I'm not saying that they're coming here. I'm saying that just like the Underground Railroad, you get here, you can cross over. Sir,
this ain't like the Underground Railroad. This is Peace Bridge, Whirlpool Bridge, Rainbow Bridge. You got to get over there.
They find their way. Trust me. I know never mind.
You know somebody who done swam from Canada to
I know people that got kicked out this country that done walked their way into Canada.
So if you had a friend that tell the truth, because y'all still in trouble with some people over that money thing about keeping the money to change.
They'd be all right.
Listen,
they'd be all right.
Yeah, you ain't.
All right, here it is.
What you're not getting ready to do is convict me on the air.
Okay, all of us. All of us in here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's just hypothetical, like we talked about last week after we got off there.
Hypothetically.
So you dating somebody, you really, really like her. Come on now, everybody in here can date.
We go.
Everybody in here can date if you want to. In this room, and but you later find out she illegal. What do you do?
Go ahead, Ray.
Let's start with the young one. What do you do?
I'm going to hide her if I like her, I'm going to hide her for as long as possible.
Trump, he over here. He's over here. He's over here. He's hiding illegal. You still got that? You taking her out?
No, we're not going to go out. We just stay in the house.
So if they grab her, if they find out she at your house, they grab her, you going down for her?
Oh, no, you got to go.
You got to go?
Yeah, now she got to go.
Mark?
Yeah, I'm not getting caught up in aiding and abetting. It depends. Like, is this new? Is this, because
she illegal. You talking about is it new?
No, I'm saying, like, is the relationship
Yeah, if we've been kicking it for a while.
Yeah, like,
she can stay.
She
figure it out.
She might get the, we might have to take the trip downtown and just go ahead and make her legal, and then if it don't work out, hey,
Bro, when you walk in downtown, she going in handcuffs.
Nah, we going to the 13th floor and getting it taken care of so she can,
okay,
be legal.
Here's me. I'm telling.
Are you crazy? Mm-mm. You don't know if she cartel.
I'm telling, because I'm not getting in trouble. This is what I'm going to say. If she say, listen, babe, I'm illegal, I'm going to say, you got to take that somewhere else. I'm not getting no handcuffs on me for nobody. Ani said, it's Ani.
We know.
Ani said, Mark, let me find out you're harboring immigrants. And then she said, you're protecting her.
Absolutely.
She knows. She said, I'm already knowing. She got to go. Listen. That's why I can't believe certain things have happened in my life. I am a rule follower by and large.
Nah.
We know.
We do know. We do.
Okay, here go a question, and then we got to get back.
Oh, boy.
I am. That's why certain things that have occurred in my life that I can't wait to put this book out.
This man went off about, remember that fire stick, when the fire sticks first came out?
Oh, I was not.
Fire stick. He was like, are you kidding me?
He told me he had a jailbreak.
Oh, yeah.
Trump, he over here.
Well,
Trump, he over here. I'm a rat.
You definitely a narc.
I'm a narc.
But I remember, like...
No, let me say this. I'm a narc if it's going to have something to do with me. I was watching yesterday on Netflix. It's a movie, a series called Baby Farm. and it's about these African girls that are kept just to have babies. You got to watch it. It's really good. So one girl, shoot, when it came to her, now she ended up getting shot and killed. But here's the point: she was telling, you're not gonna put my freedom in jeopardy. Okay, here's the last one. Then we're going back to something serious. Would you, if a female right now wrote you from prison and was like, I think you handsome, I only got, would you start a relationship with her? Like if you looked and then you liked her like
love at lockup?
Oh, yeah, this is what I'm saying.
I watch Love at Lockup.
Nah.
You wouldn't?
Nah.
Mark?
Wait, I'm just...
Okay, she reaches out to you.
How did you
Okay.
find me? That's why I'm
from
just...
Power to the People, from listening to Power to the People in Atlanta and Buffalo, from watching it on TV.
So they got Facebook and YouTube in prison?
Would you, if somebody, okay, let's say she just started writing you, inboxing you, never told you she was in prison, now you into her, what you gonna do?
She just want commissary. That's it.
Valerie Allen says, "See you when you're free."
Hey, no. I'll tell you. I gotta look up that. I gotta look up that DIN. I got to see what you in for. If you getting out in 1 to 3, but if you doing a 20 to life, then you might just be a good pen pal, buddy. I don't know if we.
Okay, I am going to something serious. I'm going to something serious after the commercial break. But listen to this. This YouTube influencer took a girl on a date. I didn't know there was a such thing called Facebook date. Did y'all know that?
They have a.
Oh yeah. They got.
Okay.
They got a date now.
Would you go on Facebook date?
Absolutely not.
Let me ask. I know we're delayed on Facebook.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. I want to know from the people on Facebook. Would you go on Facebook date? Would you go on Facebook date?
Would you go on Christian Mingle?
Who, me?
Yep.
Nope.
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 Stay out for Facebook.
Listen, I don't want to mingle with somebody want to be talking in tongues. Talking in tongues at Denny's.
Yo,
what you want? Rosh Hashanah.
Yo, I can't. I'm not.
No.
I'm not.
No.
We're going to pay
ChristianMingle.com.
We can be poolside with the Bible.
Huh?
Poolside with the Bible.
No.
Yeah, we going.
Listen, I love the Lord, but we going to pay the bills. Brian K. Lewis Funeral Homes. Here we go.
Brian K. Lewis Funeral Home has 3 locations to serve you in Buffalo: 347 Peckham, 2258 Bailey Avenue, and Providence Memorial Chapel at 1275 Sycamore. Brian K. Lewis Funeral Homes offers traditional services, and they have services for all faiths. And at Brian K. Lewis Funeral Homes, they have air-conditioned parlors and chapels. Financing is available, as is limousine service. At those difficult moments in your life, Brian K. Lewis Funeral Homes is available where you are with counseling services. Call toll-free 877-885-7734. That's 877-885-7734. Or locally 845-5545. Brian K. Lewis Funeral Homes. We are here to serve you, here to serve this present age. Call today, toll-free 877-885-7734. Or email info@brianklewis.com.
Now, I would go on Christians who ain't super deep all day mingle.com.
Hey yo, what? No, remember when they what's the farmers one? I'm gonna, if anything, I'm gonna go on the farmers one because at least I know they got land, they got property.
Oh my gosh, Beverly Caulfield says good. Oh, she said good afternoon. Veronica Bill said I wouldn't be interested in any dating site. I'm old fashioned. Okay. Tashelle said even if I wasn't married, it's a big no for me.
eHarmony. No, not the eHarmony. There's a farmers one. There's a one particularly for farmers. That's the one. I need somebody with some property.
I ain't gonna hold y'all. You care about the farmer. Ani says it's a pass for her on Facebook dating. Well, we know why. Oh, we got sound effects. I meant to. Now you can't cut them off.
I did. I cut it off.
I see. Now I done got off topic. What was I saying?
I have no idea.
Yeah. Anyway, I would go on.
They got one called See Your Match.
See Your Match. See, I wanted if
over 50.
Oh.
Huh? Wait a minute. You got a sound effect for that? Yeah. I let them clap. No, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Not the over
Well,
50.
yeah, because my 16 and 18-year-old said he could. My 18-year-old was like, shoot, in a couple years, he want older women. He said.
Do your
Anyway.
thing. Do your thing, boss. Do your thing.
All right, so Deion Sanders. Now back to serious stuff. I'm just gonna say this: if I could see him, and they getting out of prison soon.
I'm with you. I'm with you. But as long as that's not the end of a 20-year sentence for
But if they in there because they beat their boyfriend up, I'm out. Because I ain't fighting. If they in there for domestic violence, I'm out. But if they in there because they was trying to protect their kid, they was protesting, I'm in. Maybe.
I told you, I got to check the DIN number. I got to run the record.
Joyce Jones says that one doesn't exist, Pastor.
Chill, Mama Joyce.
Mama Joyce is in it.
I'll read that last one. Like,
What? We do know? I guess. I think I don't know. I heard some stuff.
Uh-oh.
Anyway, I heard some stuff.
Uh-oh.
Heaven's Countertop grand opening in Buffalo, 4 o'clock, 1633 Hurdle, 1633 Hurdle, Heaven's Countertop. You know, Ty told me, she said, I let a lady have it because she said, why don't your pastor support you? What?
Huh?
People just be talking.
We
didn't support it. Ty did the whole family gathering. We can't say picnic no more. You can't say this. I can't wait till the end of the year when we talk about phrases we need to get rid of.
Yeah, we got to put that one out early so we can get all the research and data in on what phrases.
Mama Joyce said, but heck to the no for the dating app. I think Mama Joyce got a little man.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
right.
Deion Sanders, just what do you have, his bladder removed?
Yeah, so Deion just came out earlier this week and said that he was diagnosed with bladder cancer, basically hid it from his whole family, went and had a bladder removal surgery. I was actually reading it. He was diagnosed with an aggressive high-risk non-muscle invasive bladder cancer following a CT scan. He underwent a robot-assisted radical cystectomy, which was a complete removal of the bladder. And so they came out this week and said that he was cancer-free. But like I said, the big news was that he hid it from his sons because he wanted the focus to be on them graduating and them getting through the NFL draft process.
What do you feel about him hiding it? Now, when you put it like that, that he hid it from his sons.
Yes.
I thought he just hid it from everybody.
Well, I think he did. I don't think he told anyone in the family, but it was specifically, he said he specifically did it for his sons.
Okay. Would you? I would have done that.
Yeah, I would have done that.
I would have hid it from. So the thought is, are we too secretive though about our health?
I'm see, we always had a rule. It's like one person's got to at least know, because say something went wrong with the surgery, say there was something after the fact, and now everybody just in the dark, and next thing you know, you laid up in the hospital for months and nobody knows why. So I do think, and honestly, I think it's good to pass this information down, because like there's medical history in my family I have no idea about. Right. And next thing you know, I'm sick, I'm dealing with something, my numbers won't regulate, and every time you go to the doctors, they're like, do you have this in your family history? Most of the time we're like, I don't know. Right. So, and
that's a shame.
Yes.
That's a shame. And let me say this to you baby daddies out there who may not be with the baby mother. The biggest thing, I know what the mothers on here going to say, put some support on it.
Oh,
but
absolutely.
After support, financially, they do need to know your history. They do need to know about your mother and your father and their history, and so that they can be pre-screened for certain things. But I am private about my health. And so so just having this discussion is making me think about it, because I don't want anybody. This is what I don't like. You tell somebody your blood pressure is high, and every other you shouldn't be. You should. So I just don't say anything. Now, I have on this show a few weeks ago shared my health results from the blood test from Quest, and I am very, very healthy. I still got all my teeth in my mouth. I've never lost a tooth.
Oh, good for you.
One is cracked right now in the back.
Oh, jeez.
and I got to go through that double where they build a new tooth and all that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have high blood pressure. I don't, now watch tomorrow I'll drop dead. Y'all can't play this clip at the funeral.
Oh, my God.
Remember last week he talking about he ain't got nothing? Walk out, get hit by a Mack truck.
What kind of Final Destination stuff are we talking?
So my point is this. So on my forms when I go to the doctor and they say, do you want anybody to be, I put no.
Me too.
Do you really? Why do you do that? Because I don't know why I do it. I don't want anybody worried, number one, but why?
I don't know. If I want to tell you, I just feel like I would tell you if something like was wrong with me and I went to the doctor. So I don't think I ever, as an adult, I don't think I put anybody down for anything.
Well, I don't want to be like putting down my mother at 61 years old. Who wants their 80-year-old mother being notified? Like, she trying to live her life. Listen, we calling you about your son, your 60-year-old son, to let you know that he got regulosis or something. Nah.
Wow. So you leave the emergency contact
I leave
blank.
it blank. I don't have an emergency contact. I'm not going to put my kids. I don't want them getting the call. I'm not going to put my mother. I'm not going to put my father.
Wow.
That's embarrassing because it's a relationship, mother. You 60 years old sitting in the doctor talking about call my mother. So one time.
Not send a letter.
One time I got sick. I'm in the emergency room. They asked me for emergency contact. I won't give them one. I mean, I'm sick. I had the hiccups for weeks, and they were starting to be debilitating. I couldn't breathe.
Yeah.
And now I'm in the bed, and I have an attack. It's in a pod. This was when St. Joe's was open. So they could see me in the pod, but nobody was paying attention, and I can't get up. And I'm gasping, and I'm like, my arms are in the air, and who walks in? Barbara and Earl, my mother and father.
Wow.
Somebody broke HIPAA and called them and told them I was in the hospital.
Wow.
HIPAA ain't hip.
Yeah,
I did not give them any number to call.
Not when it comes to you. There is no HIPAA with you.
That's why
they making a phone call.
I
know.
If I get for real sick, I gotta go. I'm going Rochester, Syracuse, Atlanta.
Yeah,
no, I ain't going to Atlanta. Grady sometime. Well, now some people say Grady good, but I ain't going there because some people don't come out.
He just killed himself.
He's just killing himself off all day.
No, all I'm saying is this.
Just keep killing himself.
HIPAA don't work that often. And so I understand when people don't tell, but so right now I'm healthy, but if something really happened, I really do, need to share it so that you pass it down so that people know. It's like recipes.
Yeah.
Why do black people hold on to recipes? Oh, this mama recipe, I ain't showing nobody. Why? So that you can be the star?
Yeah. And then you got the whole lineage like I'm trying to figure it out and you be like it just ain't Big Mama's. Go ahead and stop.
Exactly.
Just go ahead and stop.
You know them greens ain't like that potato salad ain't right. But why don't we write it down so that everybody in the family is able to have a piece of that? What do you think this big secret is with health, with food, everything?
I don't know. I think it's my grandmother, she had a stroke and passed away from it because she kept the finances secret. Mm-hmm. So none of us knew that, we were financially struggling. So like you said, everything is a secret. And I don't know if that comes from upbringing and like keeping things tight, close to the chest. But I think in certain examples, that's the reason why we have lost some of our forefathers and mothers, because they just held everything in and never passed anything down. So whatever the reason is, I don't know. And I would be interested to find out.
Katrina Martin says, I remember that. I'm not sure what we were talking about when she brought that up. Tell me, Katrina, what you remember before we end the show. Tashelle says, not sharing health information is understandable, but no emergency contact? Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Who are they supposed to call if there's an emergency? Nobody. Let me ask you this: if there's an emergency,
call Jesus,
and you call somebody, what they gonna do? They're not doctors. What they gonna come sit there? Now they worried. Let me. Yes, think about it for real. You got an emergency contact. You need the doctors and nurses and the everybody else to get contacted.
Now, don't call me if your house is on fire. You need to call the fire department. If you have a medical emergency in your house, yeah, you need to call 911 and get the appropriate people there. But once you get to the hospital, somebody's got to know.
Why?
Somebody has to know. I'm calling somebody. I'm calling your kids or somebody.
Call them.
This is crazy.
I'm not putting down relationship mother. You got gray in your beard. You putting your mother is your emergency contact.
I was getting ready to say I can't put mine, but that.
Mark. Nope.
I can't put mine.
I'm not laughing. That is not funny.
Put my mother, father,
bruh, stop. Stop. You gonna send me in the you gonna trigger something. Tashelle says, and then they die and no one will be able to duplicate grandma's delicious pound cake. Exactly. Yvonne Bailey says HIPAA laws only applies when you are still able to speak on your behalf. In your case, they always have down a family member. No, HIPAA only applies, she says, when you are still able to speak on your behalf. I'm talking about people talking about me being in the hospital and I didn't tell them to tell nobody.
I'm calling Craig. Craig.
Shauna Smith, my grandmother didn't measure, so we wouldn't write it down.
Craig, we live on the radio. You on speaker. Your father talking about he don't put an emergency contact down when he goes into the hospital because he don't want anybody to be upset, notified, triggered.
How long is he going to be on the conversation? Could you get a response?
Go ahead. How do you feel about that?
I mean, that's disrespectful.
Okay, so what? You think by calling Craig and Craig saying it's disrespectful is going to change something? Craig don't pay no bills over at my house.
No, that's fine. Something happens and he sits in the morgue for 35 years. I'm taking everything.
You ain't going to sit no more. I won't let you sit in the morgue.
I'm driving the little Corvette. I'm taking it all.
Don't touch my Corvette.
He can't drive stick.
You can have he can't drive a 7-speed. You don't touch my Corvette. There's a sign in my garage that says, do not touch. Don't even think about touching my Corvette.
Hey, yo, that's funny. All right, we get ready to close the show.
Bernadette Watcher says, if I'm sick, call my sons. Katrina says, when they seen you, in the hospital and ran their mouth, had to let them have it. Oh, my gosh. Katrina's a nurse. She was at the hospital I was in.
Wow.
See what I mean? HIPAA don't be hipping. Thanks, Katrina. I owe you one.
Well, report them so we can go get them. You know what I mean?
And now, you triggering something. Only gonna say, I'm still Ani. Shucks, I'm still not sure. I didn't call her that. Why or how my dad passed. I'm now rethinking about getting his death certificate. You should. That's really important to know. All right, we got to get ready to go. It's been another great show over in the ATL. ATL, I'm coming that way soon. Live and in person. Can't wait to be in ATL for the show. And we're going to do the show a little live over in it. What you smirking for?
Ani and Mark.
Oh, they going back and forth on this.
She said, definitely not using my dad. Can't call him either.
This is, y'all not right.
Hey, listen.
Y'all not right. Just stop.
What are we not right about? They're gone. Dead and gone. Ain't coming back.
Anyway, but you do need to know if they died from a disease.
I do know. I know.
But she doesn't, and that is important to get it. All right, y'all, it's been another great show. Talked about so much. Don't forget, go to my new YouTube, Pastor D. If you can't find it, because it's some other Pastor Ds, if you can't find it, please go to my Facebook, Darius G. Pridgen at Facebook. Click the link, become a subscriber so that I could take this show live also on my YouTube channel. It's going to be fun doing life with.
Well, shoot, let me get a shout out.
Living.
Hey, follow me at Mr. Mark Pope. On all platforms, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Find me everywhere. Subscribe today, and then, as he said, follow us at Power to the People Show.
Until next week, Power to the people.